feel like eating something sweet, but every time you reach out for that sweet thing, you also have a lot of guilt because you know you should not be eating that. Does this sound like you? We all have sweet cravings, but if it's happening too often or too many times during the day, then it could be a problem, especially if you're a person with diabetes, because it could eventually cause an increase in your sugar levels. My name is Grazilia, and in this video, I'm going to talk about how we can reduce and manage our sweet cravings, especially if you are a person who has diabetes. Let's get started. Point number one is make sure that you are adequately hydrated. Very often, we have not had enough water to drink, and we are actually thirsty or dehydrated, and we think that we are hungry and we reach out for something sweet. So make sure that you are adequately hydrated. Water is the best, or you can have green tea, you can have some herbal tea, unsweetened herbal teas, and don't drink too much water at one time and then keep rushing to the loo, but make sure that you're drinking water throughout the day, and this will also help you to keep your sugar levels under control. Point number two is make sure that you're eating good fat in your meal, healthy fat. Healthy fat could come from nuts, from seeds, coconuts, peanut, eggs. All of this could give you healthy fat. And why it's important is that fat gives you a feeling of fullness, and it also makes you feel that yes, you've eaten sufficiently. Especially if you're somebody who has just made changes to your diet, or you have eliminated grains from your diet, or you've drastically reduced grains from your diet, then your meals may make you feel that you have not eaten enough. You may end up feeling unsatisfied. So in such a situation, if you have sufficient fat in your meal, you will feel like you're full. Otherwise, what happens is that you will eat a meal where yes, you're not eating enough carbs, you're not eating grains, but then after the meal you feel like you want to reach out for that sweet. Point number three is have a eating schedule. Now what I mean by have a eating schedule is that some people don't even know what are the meals that they will be having. They are randomly eating whenever they are hungry. Now if you are a person with diabetes, I would say it's better to avoid this and have a fixed eating schedule. Let's say you're going to eat breakfast, lunch and dinner, or you're going to have breakfast, lunch, evening snack and dinner, or breakfast, mid-morning snack, lunch, dinner, whatever it is. Decide that as per your current life schedule, your work schedule, whatever it is, this is how you're going to eat, and then plan for those meals in advance and eat at that time. Eat when you're supposed to eat. Don't skip that meal, especially if you're a busy professional, you're a busy mom. I know that tends to happen when you skip the meal, or you have no sense of what you're eating when. You're like, when I get hungry, I'll eat, I'll see as the day goes. That's when you tend to accumulate a lot of lack of energy, there's hunger, and then suddenly you realize, oh my god, I'm very hungry, and you just reach out for anything. Usually when you are so hungry, it could be that your blood sugar levels have also dropped, and then you're reaching out for something sweet because instinctively your body is going to make you want to eat something sweet, which is why it's better to plan your meals in advance and then have a eating schedule, and then stick to that eating schedule and eat then when you're supposed to. The next point is mindful eating. Try to eat your meals mindfully. Eat without distraction. Keep your phone away. I know it's very difficult, but try to keep your phone away. Keep the TV turned off. Avoid having any stressful discussion during the meal time. Avoid talking about the nutrition, that this has more protein, or this has, today fiber is missing, or today there are more carbs. Once you're eating, just eat peacefully, relax, and just savor your meal, enjoy your meal. Take a few deep breaths before you start eating, because you want to prepare your body for digestion, right? So eat mindfully, and enjoy your meal, savor your meal. Now the next tip is to add sufficient fiber to your meal. How do you do that? This is one thing which works beautifully, I have noticed, for almost everybody, is by starting the meal with a salad. The salad ensures that you're having sufficient fiber. It also ensures that you need to chew the salad, right? Because it's raw, so you need to eat slowly, and this also makes sure that you are feeling full, because you're spending more time eating, you're spending more time chewing your food. And the fiber from the meal, it helps to prevent any spikes in the blood sugar levels later. It helps to prevent you from having any cravings later. One more tip I will give you here is that when you're making a salad, add a few raisins to the salad. Something, by few I mean like just 3-4 raisins, okay, per person per serving. Now, as per Ayurveda, if you see, it's recommended that in every meal you should have, the meal should be planned in such a way that every taste is satisfied. So all the tastes, your sweet, salty, pungent, astringent, all of them, the bitter taste, all of them are satisfied. Now, I know it's not possible to plan every meal in such a way. Even I'm not able to do that. But if we have sweet taste buds, it's something that our body will like, we enjoy it, right? So putting a little bit of raisins or a few pieces, tiny bits of dates maybe in the salad, what it does is it satisfies your sweet craving, and also you're having that with fiber. You're having sweet with fiber. You're having sweet in its whole form, because the dates, raisins, etc., these themselves, they have fiber in it. You're adding it to fiber, you're adding it to a salad which also has nuts, etc., which has fat in it. So it's a nice way of having it. You feel satisfied that you have eaten something sweet, and it will give you your sweet taste. So this is one way of making sure that you are having sweet in your meal. The next point is fix your sleep. Sleep disturbances can be a huge disruptor, and it can cause a lot of cravings, it can cause a lot of hormonal issues. And yes, you see it, mark it, observe it for yourself. When you have not slept the previous night, the next day you will have more cravings for sweets, you will have more cravings for snacks and things like that. So make sure that you're sleeping enough, you're sleeping early. At least aim for 8 hours and sleep in a pitch dark room. The next point is plan your desserts. So if you just say that I'm never going to have this, I'm never going to eat desserts, or I'm never going to eat sweet, I'm going to exercise all self-control, and it's okay if everybody around me are eating it, I'm not going to eat, maybe that's setting yourself up for failure. Everybody is different, I know, but I would rather that you plan your treats such that when you're having a craving and you want to reach out for something, you feel like you want to have something, it's available. So what are the options? Maybe you can have dark chocolate available, or you can have something, you can decide that you're going to have a small serving of a dessert which is made with stevia, or you can have something like some dates which are stuffed with nuts and pistachios. One date is good enough. One or max to max 2 dates are good enough. These things are very high in carbs. So yes, you have to be careful. But if you are planning, you have decided that, these are the things that I will reach out for, then it's better prepared than just forgetting everything and then, eating something which has a lot of sugar in it, or overeating and then regretting. Also remember, if you are craving sweets a lot, if you're feeling very hungry, or you are having an intense craving for sweet, and you know that this is not natural, it could be a sign of hypoglycemia. So make sure that you are not ignoring that. Let's say you have skipped your meal, or if you're on insulin, please be careful and make sure that you're not missing out on the signs of hypoglycemia. Apart from that, that's all about sweet cravings. And if you have liked this video, do give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and share this video with someone you care about. Till next time, take care and stay happy.